Hi everyone, it's me Aya, and I'm going to teach you how to do a Celtic cross spread. Now, you can use Celtic cross for timing, and generally speaking, I'll use it for 1 year ahead or 6 months ahead, or from today until a certain time. If you do a regular Celtic cross on just a generalized subject, you'll see the past and the present and the future. But generally speaking, people want to know what's coming up, so I generally will be like, okay, let's see from today to the end of the year for, someone's career, something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I pull the cards, where everything lies, and how they look. And today we will be spying on someone's romantic life, and I'll just use that as an example of a general reading, and then we'll look into using it for timing, and then we'll look into using it for other shit. So let's do a general reading. Let's say, how about the love life of, Brad Pitt, love life. We'll say, what's going on right now as a general reading. I always shuffle 3 times. If you did not notice, on all of my live feeds, I shuffle and 3 times. Let's see what's going on in Brad Pitt's love life. Now, this is just for play. I don't know if we're actually going to see any women in here, but if you were doing someone's love life that you knew, you'd probably see a woman. Okay, lots of messages. Oh, yeah, we got women. Oh, we got lots of women. Okay, so if I'm doing like a general love life spread, now notice I put this one down, this one goes on top. Shoot, did I do that? And then this, and then, yeah, well, I don't even remember which ones I pulled first, but I'm trying to keep it on video so you can see. Okay. Ooh, shit, poor Brad Pitt. Okay. So this is if I'm reading a general message for your love life, right? And what we'll see is I don't really do positions. This is the only one that I consider a position. This is your hopes and fears. However, with like these, they're kind of all linked, right? So this bitch somebody's definitely in court with him right now, and he's worried about losing the house to her, and he definitely will. Is that true? I wonder. I should go look in the... So obviously they all kind of like combine, right? The house is gone. His fear is that he's going to lose his money. He is going to lose his money because the judgment didn't go in his favor. See this bitch, she's getting the money. There's lots of back and forth, paperwork, notices, so on and so forth. Obviously, this is a very emotional and intense time for him. The overall feeling, of course, this is your shadow card, this is the Tower. And of course, he feels betrayed, stabbed in the back by what I believe is the justice system because of the judgment, right? So that would be how I do a general reading. Now, what we're going to do after that is go into how to do it with timing. So, timing can be done, in my opinion, in one of 3 ways. This is how I do it. I'll either do 1 year ahead, which is how I get, I'll check the big picture for a lot of relationships. I'll say, okay, 2020 for John and Nancy, and then I'll do this, and then I can see the big picture. If I want to do 6 months ahead, I will say, okay, 6 months for John and Nancy, and then I'll do the 6 months ahead. But what I want to show you actually is one that I'm really fond of, which is from today to the end of 2019. Let's just choose some fake John and Nancy. So let's say like from today to the end of 2019 for John and Nancy, and see what comes out for them, and I'll show you how that timing works. Now, if I was doing this in June, it would end up being 6 months ahead. I'm doing this in September, so we're only going to get the picture of them, however many months are left in the year. But this is how I'm going to show you my timing and how I know when everything's going to happen. All right, so again, we start with the center card. John and Nancy are not committed. They are about to be, though, looks like. Again, you pull this one. This is the influencer. This is the, So since I asked from today to the end of 2019, this will actually be coming up very soon. Ah, someone's going to propose. Ooh, okay. Okay, so then here's we go. Happy. Okay. Oh, she's worried about too much work. Okay. All right, so check this out. From today, will be about here, right? So we got, you know, September, October, November, December, up to through January, right? So around, let's see if today's September, October, no. I'm saying in November, there will be a proposal and there will be an agreement on where they stand. And by December, they're looking forward to a long-term future together. And I believe, you know, obviously one of them was taken for granted, and now they're no longer taken for granted. These are the influencers. There's that aha moment. And of course, there is the actual proposal, which leads to the lovers, which is the agreement. So again, even though technically these are not related to this card, you can see how they influence, all the cards influence. And I think it's the girl who's going to do the proposal, and he will agree. This will say, you know, Four of Pentacles reverse is a little weird to me. To me, it just says the same thing as Four of Pentacles, which is holding on in a relationship setting. It's holding on tightly to that relationship. Generally speaking, some people think this is being like quiet or trying to like not withhold feelings. To me, it's just holding on dearly to the relationship. And as you can see, they've already gone through some shit. They did not come to an agreement. This is a new start. This will be a fresh start between them. That's why they're probably not talking right now, and they won't really reconnect until, let's say, October, November. I would say November if this is real. You know, if these are a real couple. It's going to be November, December commitment, okay? And that's coming in based on the woman. She will probably be the one to reach out, and then, of course, they go into, so this Four of Pentacles, again, holding on. So even though they definitely broke up, you know, they will go into the fresh start. The Fool is always fresh start, and they definitely usually break up right before the Fool comes in, so I'm just going to put that one out there. Right here is the hopes and fears, so this will either be, you know, hoping for a new job or hoping for, or fearing that the guy's going to ignore her for the job, as my beloved always does. And of course, with Two of Wands at the very end of the year, with all the rings and the agreements and shit, that says at the end of the year they're going to be planning together, maybe even move in together, and that's what could repair their relationship. There's at least a lot of long-term thinking. So if I was doing a reading for a client, I would then do that. And then, of course, this also looks like a moving card, so what I would do to figure this out, because who knows what this means, is I would do 2020 for whatever the fuck the names were. John and Sally for 2020. And I'll show you how to read it as a year. Okay, 2020. Year 2020 for John and Sally, please. And again, I shuffle 3 times. It's an old habit, but it's one that I'm very fond of, and it seems to work. My spirit guides have 3 shuffles to get things in order. 2020 for John and Sally's connection. Usually I'll say connection because, you know, you don't know if there's in a relationship in 2020. Okay. John and Sally. Oh, shit. John's getting... Oh, no. Okay, so then doesn't that show you a lot more? You know, that shows you a lot more information. So this will be the beginning of 2020. Now, for me, 3 of Wands in a romantic relationship kind of is okay because it does mean there's forward thinking. But for me, I don't like it only because, in a massive way, because to me it also says they seem so far out. And of course, in this one, it also means that there's 2 bitches. See how many bitches there are. So again, even though the Celtic cross usually has like, okay, this is home, this is hopes and fears, you know, even though there's that, this, in my opinion, the cards are all connected and they kind of all tell the story together. So you have, well, looks like someone's gonna, literally, it just looks like somebody's gonna walk away to their other bitch. And, wow. That sucks. Sorry, John and Sally. He was keeping her waiting. And look, John and Sally's hopes and fears is the other bitch, too. So, interesting. Okay, so they go through a period of heartache. They're not connected during... Okay, so this will be the beginning of the year, right? At first, they're thinking, oh, they're thinking ahead. They're thinking their ship's coming in. And then they go through the period of heartache, betrayal. Obviously, there's drama. Women, 2 women. But I don't see the betrayal cards. I almost want to say like this kind of they already knew that this might come. That there might have been like anyway, it might be a family member or something like this. But because why I say that is there's not the betrayal cards I would normally see in a cheating scenario with that much commitment from the beginning. But of course, this is a fake spread, so who the fuck knows, you know? Obviously, it's not based on reality, but okay, so yeah, so other girl no longer going to be waiting. She's going to make her move, and then they reconnect at the very end of 2020, again around December. So I'm not sure how their relationship is, but based on this, it looks like December, November is a big time for them every single year. So that's interesting, right? And then we do have, you know, positive movement, and again, we could be looking at a real move, but I don't think so with these Three of Swords in there. But you get the idea, it's fake. So that is how I use the Celtic cross to check out timing or general reading. If someone asks me for a specifically general reading, I will just pull the cards, you know. Well, sorry, it's habit. And like, let's say this, I would say, okay, this. They'll say, oh, I just want general information. Okay, well, guess what? You're going to have a new car, or whatever it comes out. Usually this will be the subject, and then the rest will just clarify it. So if I pulled out 8 of Pentacles here, it would be about work. If I pulled about this, you're looking for a new car, and, you know, this guy is trying to sell it to you, and, you know, you're gonna get it. You're gonna like it. You know, this kind of thing. If it's a general, you can also use a Celtic cross to do general readings because the subject will be in the middle of the cross. And again, all of the cards kind of mush together. They're all connected. They're all related. So you can kind of look at it that way, or you can look at it in a timing format. And then the 2 cards on the side would be just influencers or somehow connected to the whole story. So that's it. Hopefully that's helpful. Love you guys. Bye.